Hello everyone and welcome back to a weekly appointment. My name is Ali or Alexandra from 11th House Wales, and today we are going to talk about how to manage little everyday things that bother us. So we're going back to one of my hobby horses, which is the power of the imagination. And I know that I keep banging on about this because I really don't want you to think that this is some kind of woo-woo thing, some kind of magical thinking thing. It is not. There is a lot of solid research into it, and it has been for a long time. If you're interested in this, I recommend that you start by looking into the research by Dr. Robert Ader, A-D-E-R. Now, he was the founder of what he called psychoneuroimmunology. So he was the one that solidified into solid science, into fact and rational understanding, the things that we once considered old wives' tales. So things like, for example, when you are stressed or when you are depressed, then you are more likely to get ill. It affects your immune system. Or things like, for example, if you practice meditation, so if you look after your mind and if you have social connection as well, then it affects your body at a cellular level as well. So it increases your chances to recover. It improves your outcomes, and all of this is documented. So please do look into it if you're interested. So the power of the imagination. And today I want to talk about those things that happen in day-to-day life, because life is not perfect, which bother us. So imagine that there has been an event, an incident which is still going round in your mind and is just not leaving you alone. What do you do? And we have then little snippets here and there. So what I want to do in this video is pull it all together for you so that you've got not just a single exercise, but you've got all of the elements, the principles that you need in order to know what to do, in order to manage it yourself and be independent, be empowered to do this. Because, you know, we've done so many things in separate videos. You might be thinking, oh yeah, I remember something about this. I can't remember where to find it or what I need to do. So what are the rules for you to apply? And then you can choose whichever way you want to do it. So we have this image in our mind of what happened. So we are going to play with this image. We're going to modify this image. So if you imagine that you can do this in your mind as we speak, actually, if you've got something in mind that you want to work with. Imagine that you are looking at a screen. On this screen, you've got this episode. So this is the screen of your mind. And you've got this like a film which is running of what happened. So make sure that you're not inside the screen. Make sure that you are outside looking at yourself on the screen and all of the circumstances. So we want to play around with the way that you perceive what happened, the way that you perceive the scene. So look at the size of things. What size are these elements which are bothering you, the elements that you find disturbing? And normally these are the things that literally loom large in our mind. So anything which is affecting you, you want to shrink on that screen and you want to make it smaller. And then you want to notice the visual elements, for example, the distance. How distant is this scene from you? How distant is this screen? And you want to just make it more far away. Just push it away. Make sure that you distance yourself from it. So the screen is small. It's not just the elements in the scene, but you can actually make the screen itself smaller. You can make it all more far away. And then what kind of focus of sharpness do the images have? If it is all very, very sharp, very well defined, you want to make it blurry. Make all of the outlines a bit bit wavy, blurry, so that you need to strain your eyes to really make out what is going on. And it's the same thing with color as well. If the colors are well defined, they are bright, they are vivid, then you want to make the scene faded. Or you might want to make it all in black and white, just no color at all, just black and white. So you are muting this scene. You are distancing yourself and you are diffusing it. Now, don't forget something that we have been practicing together as well. Don't forget the power of humor. So if there is a person, for example, in this scene who you find intimidating and this person is part of the problem for you, then give them some funny attributes. Give them, I don't know, funny clothes, like clown clothes, unless you got a phobia of clowns, or, you know, a silly hairstyle, or a silly nose, a fake mustache. Make the image of this person silly. If it is nothing in particular, you know that we have practice with silly background music as well, or silly voices as well. Make them sound like an evil witch, make them sound like Donald Duck. And if there is something that you are afraid of, which is, you know, very threatening and feeling dangerous and quite urgent and pressing, you can visualize a barrier. Just put an unbreakable barrier, like a wall, something really solid, like bulletproof glass in between you and this element. And of course, you can do all of this in the positive as well, like athletes do, for example. If you want to visualize something positive in the future for yourself, if you want to put yourself in the right empowered frame of mind, then you can do all of these things in the reverse. So you can make the colors more vivid. You can make all of the things that you desire bigger, brighter, closer to you, really well defined, and make sure that you're not just watching the scene. You can watch it and make all of the elements exactly as you want them, and then jump into it and really experience it for yourself. Now, in this video, we've only touched on the visual side of things because we have to stay within a 5 or 10 minutes video. I don't know how long it is already, but of course, play around with your other senses as well, as long as you are keeping in mind the principles, which is to distance yourself, and it is to diminish anything which is bothering you or augmenting anything that you want that is desirable to you. Then you'll be fine. This is what you need to do. In a nutshell, this is a rule of thumb. So I really hope that you found this useful, and I will see you here again next week. Same day, same time. Until then, please have a lovely, lovely week. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye.